Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues to be in this range and we are dealing with a very long and stretched out sideways range here. What we see more and more is that that's just something I'm considering in parallel, but it essentially doesn't make a great difference because we have all the breakout points we need. But it could turn into a triangle as well, this sideways price range. And it might even be here an extension of this fourth wave, yeah, where after this third wave topped here in December, we can track an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, a D wave, an E wave, and that might not even be complete because even E waves can turn into triangles, okay? And then we could go up, but again, we are tracking here a local sideways range, so it might turn into different variations of a triangle. For now, this is a valid scenario, and all we need is a breakout of the range. So we're simply patient at the moment because triangles can break out to the upside or downside. Essentially, it just means the bulls and the bears are fighting. They have been doing so for quite some time. Volatility is getting smaller and smaller, which makes this so boring at the moment. And there is at the moment no clear winner. But let me tell you what the clear breakout points are for the bulls and the bears to take the lead, yeah? Normally, we need to see, let's say in a bullish scenario, a breakout above a key level. So for example, what we're tracking here on this chart is in the yellow scenario, a bullish pathway. I'm leaning towards that scenario. I'm leaning towards an upside continuation. However, this is not high probability. I mean, it might even easily go down first before we go up higher. That would be the short-term bearish count highlighted here in white, in which the price could test the area around 85K first before there is an upside reaction. And in the yellow scenario, which is again the one that I'm leaning to, but it's again, we're just moving sideways. So the idea is we have a wave 1 to the upside and a wave 2 to the downside. This is very stretched out, this wave 2. Very stretched out, which is why I don't trust it. But then this could be a third wave up and we could move towards 120K, 125, maybe even higher, depending on how extended the subwave structures are. And then, from there we can... We have to identify what the key breakout points are, okay? So if we deal with a 1-2 setup, from an Elliott Wave point of view, there are 3 levels of confirmation that a local downtrend is complete, which was this one. First of all is the first 5-wave move up. So we don't really have a very clear 5-wave move up here. It's more like a 3-wave move. That's a bit problematic. The 3-wave move makes this very much questionable, which is why I said probabilities are fairly balanced. It needs to be a 5-wave move to be clear. You can call it 5, but it's questionable. So I'd rather say we should be aware that probabilities are fairly balanced. Second confirmation is a pullback into support. Price needs to hold the 78.6 fib level. That was 93,640. Okay, we've got that. And the third confirmation is a break above the high of the wave 1. So that's the 3rd of February high. That's still intact, hasn't broken yet. 102,560. That's the next objective for the bulls. Not broken yet. That keeps us in the range. So we still need that breakout to the upside. And yesterday we saw a very weak move up in 5 waves, but it's a very weak one. And therefore also here we can't trust it. It's a possible 5-wave pattern, but the pullback was also very sharp. So it raises doubt about whether this was already a low in circle wave 2 here on the 18th of February. So again, we have a support area to watch, which is defined between 94,645 and 95,668. So we're watching this, and this is the support area we have to be watching for the weekend. Any break below it would rather shift probabilities back into, towards the bears, so that they are likely leading then. And then, I've added, we're in a range, but I've added some levels to watch here within the range. 97,160 to 98,497 is micro resistance. It's just an area the bulls need to overcome. Then we've got this internal B wave high, which is one of the swing highs from yesterday at 98,800. And then we need to see a break above that 3rd of February high. This is just what we need. And this would be what the bulls need to show us. And at the moment, we're just in a range. I don't really expect any decisive movements over the weekend. Now to the downside, we have a bearish 1-2 setup here. And if the bears continue the pathway to the downside, then this would be further confirmed with the break below 94,645. And obviously there are some more levels here, structural support levels. For example, can remove this one. For example, 91,340 and a very important one, 89,200. So the white scenario could send us down lower, but also this is not really a 1-2 setup to the downside that gives us high probabilities. Again, fairly balanced probabilities because we're in a range and there is no clear winner. And in the range, we had multiple breakout attempts up or down, but without a break above or below key levels, situation doesn't really change. So can't really add much to it. All the levels are well communicated, I think, well defined. And yeah, the chart doesn't really change until we get a break above or below these key levels, especially above the 3rd of February high. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, if you're interested in my analysis of on-chain data, the longer time frame, and so on, check out our main channel, MCO Global. I will continue to upload long-term Bitcoin, also Ethereum videos and other coins there. I will look at on-chain data, different things, especially for Bitcoin. I have uploaded so far 2 videos to discuss different types of on-chain data, both still relevant. You'll find them here on the channel. In addition to much other stuff, talks about altcoin season and so on. This is all still relevant. So check it out if you're interested. Yeah, have a great weekend. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.